Hello, this is the second lesson in the unit 8.10 on interior angles and parallel lines. So this learning objective for this lesson is to know how to calculate co-interior angles and problem solve. So after you've completed this lesson, you'll be expected to do Higgley Maths Clips 482, 490 and 491 on Higgley Maths. They should be set by your teacher. Okay. So your success criteria: I can recognize a pair of co-interior angles, I know the properties of co-interior angles, and I can use the properties along with other angle facts to solve angle problems. So here's your starter task, your knowledge retrieval. So pause the video for 10 minutes and do these questions first. Okay, if you haven't paused the video now, pause it now. Here's your 3-second warning. 3, 2, 1. Here's the answers. Okay, so mark your work with a green pen. Check to see if you've got any wrong. Check your understanding. If you've got any issues, send an email to your teacher. Okay, your first example. Find the missing angle and give a reason for your answer. So a co-interior angles, we did this in the last lesson. So basically it's these two angles here inside. So if you had a parallelogram or any square, rhombus, anything with two parallel sides, those two angles are going to add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so basically you're looking for a C shape, a U shape, a mirror image of each of those as well. Okay, and these are called co-interior because they're interior and they coexist. So find the missing angle. So it's this angle here that's highlighted in grey, which I'm just colouring in red now. So how can I work out what this angle is? Well, the arrow there and that arrow there tells me that these two lines are parallel. So then I can say, right, okay, co-interior angles, what do we know about them? They add to 180 degrees. So we can say angle, remember how we find angles? F, K, C. So F, K, C with a little hat equals 180, take away 45 degrees. Okay, so that's 135 degrees. So that is 135 degrees, and then you cannot go on to use other angle facts if you were asked to find the rest of the angles. Okay, so now you have a go at the we do. Pause the video. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. There's the answer to the we do. Okay, so you should have got 60 degrees. 120 and 60 is 180. Okay, example 2. Find the missing angle. So you're going to need a few moments just to investigate this. There's quite a lot going on, so we need to kind of take our time and look at what's going on. Right, so this one I'm going to colour in red. We're told that that's 135 degrees. Okay, so then I'm going to colour this one yellow. Right, so this is one of the ones we're asked to find, and I'll colour this one blue. We're asked to find this one. Okay, so let's look at this one. So remember how we find what an angle is? We MOD. Okay, so O D. I'll put yellow. Right, so can you see two parallel lines? So that's parallel to that, and we have an inverted C shape. Okay, so what do we know? We know these angles add up to 180, so it equals 180, right? Take away 135, which equals 45 degrees. So that's 45 degrees. Okay, the next one is DWF. I'll do that in blue. DWF. Right? What can we tell? What can we use? Okay, so we're going to have to look at this. Now, I can see, this is where your problem solving skills comes in. I can see a Z. So if I go from there down to there, down to across to there, can you see a big Z? So this angle here, or this line, is parallel to this line, and it's also parallel to this line because there was an arrow there. So that means that if that angle is 45, this line is parallel to this line, then that equals 45 degrees. And you put your reason in, so that's co-interior. Okay, but this is 45 because it's alternate. Okay, right, you have a go now at the we do. These little ticks on the angle tell you that angle A, that these two angles are equal. That's what that tells you. Okay, here's the answer. 3, 2, 1. There's the answer. So VTW, I'm going to just explain this. VTW, that's A, they're co-interior, right? So you're told these two are equal. So if that's 65, that's 65, and then this one here is alternate, so that's 65 as well. Okay, right, have a go at these questions, find the missing angles and write your reasons. So pause the video, give yourself about 10 minutes to try these. Okay, 3, 2, 1. There's your answers. Mark your work. Pause the video while you're doing it. Check that you've got all the reasons correct. If there's any reasons you've got wrong, go back through it again. Okay. So here's a question. Find the missing angles and give reasons for your answers. So pause the video now and then do it. Okay, if you're ready for answers, I'm going to start going through the answers now. Right, so BGH. Okay, that's angle BGH equals. Now I can see that shape there. So there's B, so that's alternate. So it equals 135 degrees. and the reason is it's alternate. Okay, C, K, F. Okay, so these are co-interior because they're in that shape there. So what's 180 take away 45? Well, it's the 35 degree. Okay, and there's two angles. You can actually see that they're equal to each other. So EHV equals 50 degrees, and they're in like an F shape on its back, so they're corresponding. Okay, right, have a go at this question. Pause the video. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Right, it tells me A, B, C and D, E, F are parallel lines, and that's highlighted with these two arrows. Right, BEG is a straight line, so it tells me that that's a straight line. Angle GEF, so there's GEF is 47 degrees, so that's marked in. Work out the size of X, and here's X here. So X is A, B, G. Okay, so there's a couple of ways you might have done it a different way, right? But I can see that 47, if that's 47, this has to be 47, right? Because, and so I can say CBG equals 47 degrees, corresponding to FEG. Okay, right, once I know that that's 47, I can use this as a straight line. So ABE, or X, equals 180 take away 47. Okay, which is 133. And the reason it's on a straight line, there's other ways you could have done this. You could have said that, you could have said, okay, that's 47 and vertically opposite, and then you could have said that these are co-interior, and you would have still you would have got 180 take away 47. Okay, have a go at this question. Okay, if you haven't paused the video, pause it now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so a bit less information. So there's two arrows. So those two angles are, those two lines are parallel, right? So whatever angle this is, there's Y. So Y is the same as this. Okay. Or you could have said this is 85. Okay, we kind of need to put some labels on them, alright? So we'll call this point A, and we'll call this point B, and we'll call this point C, and we'll call this point D. So ADC equals 85 degrees, they're opposite. Okay, now you've got a co-interior, so Y equals 180, take away 85, which is 95 degrees co-interior. Right, now we'll look at X. Right, what can we do with X? We've only got one set of parallel lines, we've got nothing really. This line here is a bit of a, we can't do anything with it because it's not parallel to anything. Okay, so we could say that if this is 85, okay, so let's look at this line here. It's gone through these two parallel lines, so X equals 150 degrees. It's corresponding. So you can see that there is the same as that because these two lines are parallel. Okay, so let's recap on our success criteria. I can recognize a pair of co-interior angles. So yes, if you've got parallel lines then, and you do a line through them, then these interior angles here will add up to 180. And that's the properties. So you can recognize them. They make a U shape or a C shape. The properties, they add to 180, and this skill you need to develop by practicing it. So combining other facts and spotting patterns and spotting ways of doing it. Your next task is to go to Hegarty Maths 482, 490 and 491 and do these clips. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Have a great day.